let you go. But if I have to beg, plead for your sympathy, I don't mind, 'cause you mean that much to me. Ain't you proud to beg, sweet darling? Please don't leave me, girl. Ain't you proud to plead, baby, baby? Please don't leave me, girl. Now I heard a crying man is half a man with no sense of pride. But if I have to cry to keep you, I don't mind weeping if it'll keep you by my side. Ain't you proud to beg, sweet darling? Please don't leave me, girl. Ain't you proud to plead, baby, baby?
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Madhouse Studios. My name is Bobby Baby Walker, and this is the Baby Love Music Hour. And I'm gonna talk to you about musicianship. And but before I start that, I'd like to show you this. I am also the president of the Bronx Veterans Parade Task Team, and we're trying to raise funds for veterans, homeless veterans, and veterans that need help. And so we'd like you to donate. We're asking for sponsors to give $1,500, and with that comes 10 VIP tickets and 10 tickets to the after party. And I think that's a great deal. And this is a rock and roll show that they're sponsoring to raise funds for the veterans. And you have Louis Venaria, and he's an actor from Bronx Tale and singer. You have Lou Christie, lightning striking again. You have Shirley Austin Reeves on the show. You have Linda Jansen and the Angels, the Cleftones, and my good friend Tally, the Elvis impersonator. And they're all great performers. And we're asking for people to, if they can't do the $1,500 sponsorship, to call Ticketmasters and reserve their seats. Okay? Seats are 65 and 35. And that'll be a great help to the cause of our veterans that served. And that's all I got to say about that. And thank you for your assistance. Okay, now we have, I'd like to go over something with the scales again, just to illustrate. We have illustration 1, and it's the key of C, all right? And it goes from C to A. And the reason it goes from C to A is that it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is one after another, one note after another, okay, in succession. C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, A, and that's where it ends. Okay. Now, this is including the minor scale, where the minor scale starts. So, key number 1 is C here. Okay? And key number 1 here is A, where the minor scale starts. And that is called a natural minor. And we went through the natural minor, which uses the key signature of the major key, and the harmonic minor raises the seventh degree, ascending and descending. That's going up and going down. Okay, and the melodic minor, it raises the sixth and the seventh degree, ascending, and lowers the sixth and the seventh degree, descending. Okay? So, just to give you a little idea of what it might sound like, we'll choose a note, right? Do, all right? And we'll sing the major scale. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. Do, ti, la, sol, fa, mi, re, do. Right? Now, do, re, mi, fa, sol, la. That's where the minor scale starts. La, ti, do, re, mi, fa, sol, la. That's the natural minor. La, sol, fa, mi, re, do, ti, la. Going up and coming down. All right, now the harmonic minor is la, ti, do, re, mi, fa, si, la. La, si, so, fa, mi, re, do, ti, la. And if you notice, the seventh degree was slightly higher and ascending and descending, going up and going down. Okay, now we have the melodic minor, which doesn't share the major scale key signature, going up or ascending, but it does coming down or descending. Okay, and it goes la, ti, do, re, mi, fi, si, la. La, si, so, fa, mi, re, do, ti, la. One more time. La, ti, do, re, mi, fi, si, la. La, so, fa, mi, re, do, ti, la. Okay, that's what the each minor scale, the natural minor, the harmonic minor, and the melodic minor sounds like. Okay, ascending and descending. All right. Now, I just wanted to go over that with you because I don't think I made it clear. It's one note after another. Okay, you don't skip any notes. All right. It's one line, space, line, space, line, space, all the way up to the last note of the scale, which is the name of the scale, like C to the higher C, etc. Okay. We're gonna do it in B flat now. Okay. And in B flat, it's the same thing, only it starts on a different note. It starts on B flat, all right? La, ti, do, re, mi, excuse me. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. Do, ti, la, sol, fa, mi, re, do. Now, I'm not sure if that was the key of B flat, but it sounds exactly the same, okay? And if we go up to the 6th degree, la, so, do, re, mi, fa, sol, la. That's where the minor scale for this particular major scale starts. La, ti, do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, sol, fa, mi, re, do, ti, la. One more time. La, ti, do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, sol, fa, mi, re, do, ti, la. And you don't alter any of the notes. It uses the same key signature as B flat. Okay? Now, to do the harmonic minor, you just do all the notes that we just did and raise the 7th degree. So it's la, ti, do, re, mi, fa, si, la, si, fa, mi, re, do, si, la. Okay? So you heard the 7th degree just slightly higher and closer to the last note. Okay? The same thing with the melodic scale for this key. La, ti, do, re, mi, fi, si, la, sol, fa, mi, re, do, ti, la. Okay? Now, I would like if you would, if you have an instrument, okay, keyboard, a horn, a violin, I'd like you to learn those scales and be able to sing them at will, okay? Okay, we're going to go to a commercial break, and we'll be right back.
My name is Dr. Robert Brevard. I'm here for Multi-Medicine in Westbury, New York. We're located at 1065 Old Country Road, Suite 214. Been here for about 15 years. The practice has medical doctors, physical therapists, chiropractors, acupuncturists. We also do pain management, and we have orthopedists on staff. Here at Advanced Multi-Medicine Rehabilitation, we've got physical therapists on staff who treat an array of conditions, from neck pain to back pain, shoulder pain. We treat carpal tunnel. We treat a lot of car accident patients, slip and falls. We treat patients with knee injuries, with ankle injuries. We have state-of-the-art equipment. We've been here for over 15 years. A vast array of diagnostic testing, from x-rays to EMGs. What is an EMG? It's a diagnostic test that allows a doctor to determine where the pinched nerve is. Cora is a physical therapist at Advanced Multi-Medicine and Rehabilitation. She's working on Stephanie, who was involved recently in an automobile accident. Stephanie has tight thoracic and cervical musculature, and Cora is doing some myofascial release work and some therapeutic stretching, doing it to help her with her pain. Vicky is also a patient here at Advanced Multi-Medicine and Rehabilitation. Vicky is now working her leg muscles, specifically her quadricep muscles, trying to strengthen them after an injury she sustained. If you find yourself in need of any type of physical therapy, please don't hesitate to call Advanced Multi-Medicine and Rehabilitation, located in Westbury, New York, in Suite 214. Phone number is 516-334-7000, or find us on our website at advancedmultimedicine.com.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. And I am Bobby Baby Walker, and this is Madhousetv, and the show is Baby Love Music Hour. Okay? We just finished going through a segment where we explained the ascending and descending scales, major scales, and minor scales. All three forms of the minor scale, which is the natural minor, the harmonic minor, and the melodic minor. Okay? Now we're going to move on to something that I believe we did last segment, it's last week, and that is finding the key. Okay? And so I have here a piece of paper with various keys that I want you, the audience, to find. Okay? And I'm just going to leave it up there for a few minutes. And I will go through it with you to find the key. Okay? But please try to find it on your own. Okay. The first key is E flat. And we said that in flats, the first flat that we use is the B flat. And we put the B flat on the B flat on the scale, on the staff. All right? That's right in the middle. Then from there, that is the key of F. And this is something that you have to memorize, all right? Okay, from B flat, this B flat here, you count up 4. That's B flat, C, D, and E. And that's where you put your next flat. That's where you find your next flat at. Okay? Okay. The key is the flat before. So you put the E flat in, and whatever the flat before it was, that's the key that you're in. All right? So in this case, it's B flat. So B flat is the first flat that is put on the scale, and is also the first flat key, or the first key with a flat in it. And in this case, it's B flat. Okay? Okay, from E flat, right, we're looking for the key of E flat, right? So E flat, the flat that is on the E flat is not the key. So you have to go down 5 from E flat, D, C, B flat, and A. And that's where you put your next flat, right? And then the key is the flat before it. So in this case, E flat is the key. All right, and that's what we were looking for, E flat. And I know this sounds kind of confusing, so you have to really listen to it, okay? Okay. We're going to go from flats to sharps now, okay? We're looking for the key of D. The first sharp is what? F sharp, right? And I'm going to write that in right here. Okay? So you have an F sharp, and the key for sharps, you have to go 1/2 step up, and that's where the key is. All right? So in this particular case, the first sharp is F sharp, and the key is right above the F sharp, which is G. All right? So that's the first sharp key. But that's not the key of D. We're looking for the key of D. So instead of stopping there, we'll go down 4. Okay, in flats we went up 4. In sharps we go down 4. Okay, F sharp, E, D, and C is where the sharp belongs. The next sharp belongs, and so it becomes C sharp. And 2 sharps is in the key signature, and a 1/2 step above C sharp, guess what? Is D. So D, the key of D, has 2 sharps. Okay? All right. The next one is F. All right? Now, F is the key that starts out the flats. All right? So therefore, there's only one flat in it. Okay? So from F, if you count up 4, is B flat. Okay? And that's where the flat begins. All right? The next key is G. And G also is understood to be the first key that has 1 sharp. So you put the sharp on F sharp, and a 1/2 step above that is G. And that's the key that you're looking for. Okay. I know this is kind of boring, but after a while it gets a little better. Okay. A flat. A flat. Okay? Not a flat, but A flat. Okay. So the first flat that goes into A flat is what? B flat, right? Because it's the first flat that goes on the scale. On the staff. The second flat that goes on the staff, to find that flat, you have to go up 4 from B flat. So it's 1, B flat, C, D, E. And you put the flat there because that's the 4th degree of this that we were looking for. So it's B flat and E flat. Those are the 2 flats, okay? And to find the key, you have to go back a flat. So from E flat to B flat, or rather B flat is the first flat, but you go back to the almost to the next to the last flat. That's what it is, okay? Next to the last flat. Once you have more than two or more, all right? It's the next to the last flat, and that's the key, all right? In this case, it's B flat, which is not the key that we're looking for, so we have to keep on going. So we have two flats in it already, on the staff already. Okay, we're looking for a third flat to see if that is the A flat key. So E flat, you go down 5. 1, E flat, D, C, B flat, and A. And A flat is where you put your flat, okay? The A is where you put your flat. Okay, so the next to that last flat is E flat, right? The note that you just came from, right? And that is not the key we're looking for. A flat is what we're looking for. So we have to keep on going up. We go up 4, all right? From A flat. A flat, B flat, C, and D flat. Okay, so now you place a flat on the D. Okay, that makes it 4 flats. All right. Now the key before the flat before D flat was A flat, and that's the key that we're looking for. So the key of D flat has 4 flats. Okay? All right. Let's go back to sharps. Just 1 minute. Okay, we're looking for the key of B. All right? Okay, who can tell me what is the first sharp? That's right. F is the first sharp. Okay? And the key is what? G. So G is the first sharp key. G is the first sharp key. Okay. Then we go down 4 notes to place the next sharp. Okay? So from F sharp, we say F sharp, E, D, C. Right? That was 4. And so the next sharp goes on C sharp. And it, okay. And you, this is the key of D. A half step up is the key, and the key is D. So D has 2 sharps. However, we're looking for the key of B. So we have to keep on going. We came down 4, now we have to go up 5. Okay? Up 5, we'll put it in on the space of G, right over the staff. Okay? And above that will be the key, right? 1 note above that, or a half step above that, will be the key. And in this case, will be the key of A. All right? A has 3 sharps. Okay. But that's not the key that we're looking for. We're looking for the B. So we have to go back and go down 4. Again. And from G, A, down 5. No, excuse me, down 4. Okay. G, F sharp, E, D, C sharp, and D is where you want to stop because we're going down 4, right? G, G sharp, F sharp, E, and D, right? That's 4. Okay, we're gonna go to a break and we'll be right back.
Guys, ready for the show? Yeah. Enjoy.
Are you planning an event and want to include entertainment, but you're not sure where to turn? Act1Entertainment.net has provided over 1,500 events with quality, affordable live entertainment at private parties, corporate affairs, festivals, bike rallies, and more. Act One will fit into your budget. They're friendly, reliable, and do all the legwork for you. They take all major credit cards. Log on to Act1Entertainment.net for a free, no-obligation price quote, or call 631-758-3505 for a brochure. You'll be happy you did.
Fence provider on Long Island with the most inventory in stock, including vinyl, chain link, and aluminum. Offers a custom powder-coated system that prevents rust throughout the life of the fence. We carry fence tools to the trade. We even stock wood, rail, and glass hardware as well. Shannon Gates has our very own patented locking system. The next time you need fencing of any sort, both commercial and private, give Shannon Gates a call at 631-392-4330. You can also visit our website at shannongatesinc.com. Shannon Gates is
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. We're back from commercial break. My name is Bobby Baby Walker, and we're at the Madhouse Studios. And this is the Baby Love Music Hour. And we're talking about key signatures and how to find what key you're in. Okay? And I have mixed them up in order to show both sharps and flats and how to find the sharps and flats. You can, if you don't understand it the first time, you can go over it again because we archive our shows on the Madhouse Studio wall. Okay? So you'll have a certain amount of time to go over it. All right? Okay, in this case, we're looking for the key of B. We have gone through G, which is 1 sharp, D, which is 2 sharps, A, which is 3 sharps, and the 4th sharp will go down from G to D, And the key would be a half step above the sharp, which is E. And then from there, we go down to the G, okay? Excuse me, we go down, yes, to the G, which make, if we go up, excuse me, we go down to the A. And if we go up one key or a half a step, it is the key of B, and that's the key that we're looking for, okay? So the key of B has 5 sharps in it, okay? I think I'm gonna stop there and talk to you about something that I find very disturbing. And that is, there are a lot of musicians that believe that copyrights can be done with what they call the poor boy copyright. The poor boy copyright is when you put a song into, or your music, into an envelope, you seal it, and you send it in the mail to yourself, okay? They call that the poor boy copyright. Unfortunately, that copyright does not work. It is not an official copyright because they found that the seal on the envelopes could be opened, it could be steamed open and then resealed. Okay, so that is not a legitimate copyright. The only legitimate form of copyright is to send your music to the Library of Congress. Okay, that's the only way. There are ways of verifying that you wrote it at a particular time, and that is by sending it to a bond company, okay? And they will lock it away and stamp it, and they can prove that you did it, you sent it to them on a particular date. But that is not a copyright. Copyright is only done through the Library of Congress, okay? Now, some people say, well, you know, like, how much does it cost? Well, the last time I checked, it costs $40 per copyright, okay? Now, there are people that say, well, if you're gonna spend money doing copyrights, well, you know, I'm not independently wealthy, so why don't I put 5 or 6 or 7 songs together and send it as a book? All right? You can send it as a book for the same $40. Okay? And I understand that if anybody wants the song, then you have to separate it from the book and then copyright it again. Okay? For the song to have its own copyright number. Okay? Because when you send it as a book, all the songs are under one copyright. Okay? And so, having said that, I'd like to bring on my good friend Renee Marie. She's with us today. Yeah! Renee Marie, come on, come in. Would you? Is it too soon?
No. Are you using that mic? Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Here I go.
Hey!
Hello. Hello, everyone.
So Marie, Renee Marie has some news about the telethon that we're working on, and she's going to explain to you.
Am I on? Hi.
Yes.
How are you? Hi, I'm Renee Marie, and I really just want to thank Bobby Baby Walker, my confidant in life. But I really just wanted to come on and do a little blurb about our telethon, which we are so happy and ecstatic about. It's happening in 2 weeks and 1 day on May 29th, 2015 from 2 p.m. to 8 p.m. And we really want to thank a few people who have been doing phenomenal work, and one of those is Madhousetv.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Madhousetv has been incredible in their support and their dedication, and just they're awesome. They're awesome. Tommy, Janine, Tom, and Vicky, and that's in no general order. They're just all phenomenal. They all really, I hope that all their dreams come alive.
Yeah, they all pulled together
They
to make
just
it happen.
It's just
We
phenomenal.
appreciate that.
We had the phone banks put in today, and they really made it work for us, and we can't thank you enough, Madhousetv. So I hope that God blesses you with everything that you want to happen in your life, because you guys deserve it above and beyond. So thank you so much, Madhousetv, for the platform, for the telethon. We also want to thank Michelangelo for his
my good friend Michelangelo. Yeah.
Michelangelo set up the phone banks. We want to thank Michelangelo for his his dedication. He's a part of our Language of Love Telethon Foundation as well. Language of Love, Renee Marie's Language of Love Foundation as well. He's a board member. So, and Michelangelo also is a stroke survivor. So we really want to thank you, Michael. We want to thank Matt, who was the gentleman from Optimum that came in and Cablevision and installed it.
Right.
Oh my God, he did phenomenal. He came
Great
in.
job.
He
Great
did a great
job.
job, and he did it quietly while the other sets were going on. It really was no interruption to the flow of Madhousetv. So we really want to thank Cablevision and Matt as well. So thank you so much. I really just want to. I can't believe it's almost here. It's almost here. It's 2 weeks and a day away, and every moment that we're busy getting prepared for it, we're so humbled, and we really want to take this moment to thank all of you for all your support and remind you that we're going to have simply the best entertainment around on the telethon. We're going to have doctors telling us, giving us information, important information that could save your life or save a friend's life or save someone you love's life. Strokes has no favoritism. It really does affect us all. It can affect us all at any particular time.
That's right.
And you don't have to have a history in your family. If I just found out recently that nearly 80% of strokes can be prevented by living a healthy lifestyle, or if you know the signs when you get to the hospital, you could be treated ASAP. So that it's vital. You have 4.5 hours to save your life or save someone you love life. Save someone you love their lives with your knowledge. So it really is important. So tune into the telethon. We will have all those details. We'll have stroke survivors telling their testimonies. We're going to have videos. We're going to have a rockin' time. And of course, Bobby Baby Walker and I are going to be singing together with Tommy. So we're really, really, really happy about it. We're changing the face of strokes together around the world, strokes and aphasia. So we are, once again, we are together lifting our voices and changing the face of strokes around the world, strokes and aphasia. And we want to welcome you and hope to see you, that you'll be able to donate $5, $10, you know, all those.
Whatever you can.
Whatever you can.
Whatever you
Because
can.
all those little pieces will add up to make a difference in the lives of someone who's had a stroke, and also will sponsor and support us to do our work in stroke and aphasia and bringing an awareness.
Right. So $1 at a time, $1/4 at a time, whatever. Confucius says, one brick upon another becomes eventually a house. So
Yeah.
in that case, you know, whatever you can give will add up, okay? So please don't not give if you haven't got, you know, a large amount. Send whatever you have.
Yeah.
Okay,
$1,
whatever
$5.
you can afford.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. So it would really make a difference. You know, donate that cup of coffee or that bagel you would have in the morning. You know, just think about that rather than going out for breakfast one day. You can donate that and you know, it was funny. But before we go to commercial, because I know we have to go to commercial, but Michelangelo just, you know, he donated some money in honor of his mom. So if you know someone that's had a stroke, we would love to hear that the donation comes from you
Right.
and from
members.
your family members in honor of those who have suffered strokes. It really does make a difference. It really does make a difference. So we hope that you'll join us. And one more thing before we go, Bobby, I want to make sure that everybody knows that, you know, we're trying to change a face. When we're saying change a face, our message behind that terminology is that strokes happen to anybody at any age. You don't have to be the grandmother or the grandfather or someone who is up in age. It happens to me when I was 26. We just had a young boy on our show who's 29, but he suffered a stroke at 19. So, and I actually interviewed a young girl who her brother was born with a stroke. So once again, it can affect anybody at any specific time. So, and we are so passionate about making a difference in the lives of those that suffered strokes and aphasia. Aphasia, if you don't know, is a brain injury, the result of a brain injury or stroke, where you can't talk or communicate. Right. And just try it. Try looking or talking to somebody who can't communicate. It really does affect the perception of how people look at you.
Okay, we gotta go to break.
Okay. I'm so passionate about it.
Okay.
Anyway, join us. Talk to you in a little bit. Bye.
Stretching under sedation or manipulation under anesthesia is a very gentle, very precise procedure to very slowly release any scar tissue that is formed as a result of a traumatic injury. Many people ask, how does this work? Will I get hurt? Will you stretch me too far? We only stretch the body part to its normal range of motion. After completing the post-MUA rehabilitation program, it's very common that our patients say to us, hey, I can play ball with my kid again. Hey, I can bowl again. Hey, I can enjoy hiking again. This is what makes it rewarding to us as practitioners.
Time to make the donuts. Dunkin' Donuts are always fresh. I made the donuts. We make them at least twice every day. Time to make the donuts. Not a few kinds, like supermarket. Made the donuts. Time to make the donuts. But up to 52 varieties. The donuts. Time to make the donuts. I made the donuts. Dunkin' Donuts, up to 52 varieties, fresh day and night. No supermarket can say.
Yo, what's up, y'all? This is me, G. MC in the place to be, the greatest MC in history. There will never be an MC greater than me. And right about now, the only place for you to be is with the one and only Madhouse TV.
You are the man.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, and here we are at Madhouse Studios. I'm Bobby Baby Walker, and this is my lovely co-hostess, Renee Marie. And we're going to be rolling out, but first I'd like to mention again the Armed Forces Day Rock and Roll Show. And it's going to be, I didn't mention this before, it's going to be at the Westchester County Center on May 16th, 2015 at 7 o'clock. That's Saturday. Okay? And there's going to be, we're going to have the Cleftones, we're going to have the Angels, we're going to have Tally, the Elvis impersonator, my personal friend. We're going to have Lou Christie, the Shirley Austin Reeves, and a new performer, Louis Vanalia.
Does he sing Italian?
Yes. No, but he's going to be singing as long as I'm singing. And so
All right.
we ask that you donate, if you can, $1,500, and that will cover, you will get 10 tickets to the show, and you will get 10 tickets to the after party. Okay? So I really think it's a
After party. Woo!
I really think that it's a good deal. Okay?
What do you do at the after party?
Oh, the after party.
Woo! It doesn't begin until the after party.
Absolutely,
You gotta get
absolutely.
tickets. You gotta spend.
And all of these performers will be there at the after party.
Wow.
Okay? So, or if you can't donate $1,500, you can go to Ticketmasters and get your seat, your tickets individually. Okay? They are $65 and $35. So you can't go wrong. If you don't have the $1,500, that's all right. You know, come see the show. All right. Okay, and Renee Marie had something to say about the K9
For warriors.
For warriors.
You know, when Bobby was talking about the armed forces, you know, I guess I'm silly, but I really have just become aware of how important, you know, hanging out with you, how important the armed services are, how important the soldiers are, the warriors that go to fight for us in all the wars and, you know, protect our freedom. And we really need to support them in any way we can.
Absolutely.
And we're actually doing, as well as on May 16th, another event that's going on is K9 for Warriors, held at Lakeland High School in Wanacue, New Jersey. And the Wanacue Reserves K9 for Warriors are hosting that event. So if you'd like to find out more about it, it's $20. Jeff Norris is going to be there. He's very funny, and I believe humor heals, you know, the soul. And he's really funny. I'm going to be singing the national anthem and God Bless America. Yay!
Yay.
and Ruth will be singing, and it's really about just showing your support.
And what day is that?
It's April 18th, 2015. It's a Saturday. Okay. If you want more information, you can email me at reneemarielanguageoflove@gmail.com. Once again, it's reneemarielanguageoflove@gmail.com. Or you can go on my YouTube and see the video on Renee Marie 777 is my YouTube channel in case anyone's interested.
Very good. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I guess we are at the end of our rope. I mean, at the end of the show.
No, we're at the beginning of our rope.
Oh, at the beginning of our show.
We're
Five
at the
more.
beginning.
Okay.
5 more. 5 more minutes.
Okay, I'm gonna do one more, a couple more of these keys. All right. B has 5 keys, 5 sharps. 5, 1, 2, 3,
Let me be
4,
Vanna
5.
White.
There you go.
There's 5.
Yeah. And so, the key of C is a universal key and has no sharps, no flats.
Wow.
So you can't go wrong, okay? So when you see the key of C, it has no sharps, no flats. And neither does the key of A minor, okay, which is the relative minor of C. All right? No sharps, no flats. Okay. The key of A is a sharp key, okay? The first sharp that goes in is what?
The first sharp that goes in. What is it?
F sharp.
F sharp. I knew that.
F
I was just
sharp.
testing you, Bobby, to see if you knew what it was.
There you go. F sharp is the first sharp that goes on the staff. And above that, one step is the key, which is G. Then you go down 4, which is where you place the second sharp, and up a half step or one note, and the key is D.
Wow.
Okay? Up 5 from there, from C sharp, and you place it on just above the staff, which is G. Okay? The key is a half a step above that, which is A. Then you go down 4 again. So you notice it's up, down 4, up 5, down 4, up 5. Okay.
Just remind me about the telephone.
What?
They want to show. I think you want to show that poster about the telethon.
Yeah, we like to show that poster on about the telephone.
Woo! March 29th, 2015, 2 p.m. to 8 p.m. right here on Madhouse TV. Woo! We can yell now. Woo!
Hey.
Yay!
All right.
Thank you, Madhouse, for everything you've
Thank
done
you,
for
Madhouse.
us. We're blessed.
All right.
We're blessed.
Okay, so up sharp, up 4, down 5 for flats, down 4, up 5 for sharps. And that's it for today. So we will see you on the next show 2 weeks from now. Next week will be Renee Marie's Language of Love.
Stroke of Luck.
Stroke of Luck. And we will see you then.